Ever wish you could be in two places at once?
Oh, yeah.
Like imagine you're on vacation, finally relaxing, and suddenly you get an alert someone's at your front door back home.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of panicking, you just pull out your phone, see who it is, even talk to them,
Wow.
all while staying cool side. That's the kind of control we're talking about today.
Okay.
A total smart security ecosystem.
It's really about creating that seamless experience where all your security devices work together. We're talking AI-powered CCTV, a smart alarm, and a smart doorbell, all managed from a single app.
So it's not just a bunch of gadgets. It's like they're all on the same team, right?
Exactly. And the AI is what makes it truly smart.
Okay.
For example, with the CCTV, it's not just recording video, it's analyzing it in real time. It can tell the difference between a person and a car, even recognize familiar faces.
Okay, so no more alerts every time the wind blows a branch across the camera.
That's the idea. You get fewer, more meaningful alerts, which means you're more likely to actually pay attention to them. It reduces that alert fatigue we all experience with too many notifications.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I know I've definitely tuned out notifications before because it was always something minor.
Yeah.
But what happens when they're IS a real threat?
Yeah.
That's where the smart alarm comes in, I guess.
Exactly. And the level of control you have with these alarms is amazing.
Oh, wow.
You can arm and disarm remotely set specific zones, so if you just want the downstairs secured at night, you can do that.
So if I'm at work and the alarm goes off, I don't have to immediately freak out. I can check the app and see what's actually going on.
Right. You get instant notifications and can even see what triggered the alarm. It puts you in control so you can decide on the best course of action.
That must be a huge relief for people. No more racing home from work just because a window was left open.
It really does change the way people think about security. Instead of being reactive, they can be proactive and in control.
Okay, but what about the smart doorbell? That seems like more of a convenience feature. Is it really part of the security ecosystem?
It's actually more crucial than you might think. Think about it. You can see and talk to whoever's at your door from anywhere. No more wondering who's ringing or missing important deliveries.
It's funny, we used to hide from door-to-door salespeople, but now we can just see them coming and decide if we want to answer.
It's about giving you options and making you feel more secure in your interactions. Plus, it can deter potential burglars who might be scoping out properties.
Right. They're less likely to target a house where they know someone can see them and even talk to them.
Yeah.
So this whole ecosystem is starting to make a lot of sense. But isn't this kind of high-tech security out of reach for most people?
That's a common misconception. This level of security is more affordable than you might think. With flexible payment options starting at just £19 a month, it's accessible to a wide range of people.
So for less than the cost of a daily coffee, you can have this entire smart security system that's pretty impressive.
It's about making smart security a reality for everyone, not just a luxury for a select few.
Okay, so now I'm really starting to see the appeal. It's affordable, it's easy to use, and it gives you that peace of mind knowing your home is protected. But let's say I'm sold on the idea. Where do I even start?
The best place to start is by thinking about your daily routines, your concerns, and what matters most to you. How could a system like this enhance your sense of security and maybe even free up some mental space?
That's a great question, and I think that's something we'll explore further as we dive deeper into the specifics of this smart security ecosystem.
Absolutely. There's a lot more to uncover, from specific scenarios to the incredible ways AI is transforming the security landscape.
All right, so we've established that this smart security ecosystem isn't just some futuristic fantasy.
Right.
It's a real accessible option for people who want to feel safer and more in control of their security. But I'm curious, what are some real-life examples of how this system actually works in practice?
Well, let's say you're at work
Okay.
and you get a notification that someone is at your front door.
Uh-huh.
Instead of worrying all day, you simply open the app, see it's a delivery driver, and use the doorbell speaker to ask them to leave the package in a safe spot. You've just solved a potential problem without even leaving your desk.
That's so much better than the old days of missed deliveries and stolen packages.
Yeah.
It feels like this system takes away a lot of those little anxieties that can build up throughout the day.
That's exactly what it's designed to do. It's about empowering you to manage situations remotely and feel confident that you have things under control.
Yeah.
Another scenario could be that your alarm goes off while you're out with friends.
Oh,
Instead of panicking and rushing home,
right.
you check the app, see it's just your dog playing a little too rough,
Okay.
and easily disarm the alarm from your phone.
I can see how that would be a game changer, especially for pet owners. No more guilt trips for the furry friend, and no more unnecessary stress for you.
It's all about giving you the information and the tools to make informed decisions so you can respond appropriately to any situation.
You know, it's amazing to think that just a few years ago, This level of technology seemed like something out of a science fiction movie.
Yeah.
Now it's becoming increasingly commonplace.
Yeah.
What do you think is driving this rapid advancement in smart security?
Um, I think it's a combination of factors.
Mm.
For the technology itself has become much more sophisticated and affordable.
Right.
We've seen incredible breakthroughs in artificial intelligence and sensor technology,
Okay.
which have made these systems smarter and more effective than ever before.
And I imagine the increasing availability of high-speed internet and mobile devices has played a role as well.
Absolutely. Without those things, it wouldn't be possible to have this level of real-time control and monitoring from anywhere in the world.
It's like the perfect storm of technological advancements converging to create this incredibly powerful and user-friendly security solution. But I think there's another element at play here, something beyond the technical side of things.
I agree. I think there's a growing awareness of the importance of personal security and a desire for greater control over our environments. People are busier than ever.
Uh-huh.
They're traveling more and they want to know that their homes and loved ones are protected even when they're not there.
It's almost like an extension of the smart home concept, where technology is integrated into our lives to make things more convenient and efficient. But in this case, it's about safety and security, which are such fundamental human needs.
Exactly. It's about leveraging technology to enhance our well-being and create a sense of security and peace of mind that allows us to focus on the things that matter most.
Speaking of technology, I'm particularly fascinated by the role of artificial intelligence in all of this. We've touched on it a bit already, but I'd love to dive a little deeper into how AI is transforming the security landscape.
It's one of the most exciting aspects of this field. AI is making security systems more proactive and intuitive than ever before. For example, AI-powered cameras can now distinguish between humans, animals, and even vehicles.
Wow.
This significantly reduces false alarms and ensures that you're only notified about genuine security threats.
It's like having a virtual security guard who can intelligently assess situations and filter out the noise. That must be a huge relief for people who are tired of constant false alarms.
Absolutely, it takes the guesswork out of security and allows you to focus on what truly matters. Another area where AI is making a big impact is in facial recognition technology.
That's the one where the system can actually recognize people's faces, right?
Yes.
I know that's been used in some high security settings, but how is it being incorporated into these smart home security systems?
It's becoming increasingly common and it offers a lot of potential benefits. For example, you can program the system to recognize family members and friends, so you're not alerted every time they come over, but it can also be used to identify potential threats.
So if the camera sees someone who's not supposed to be there, it could trigger a more urgent alert.
Exactly. It adds another layer of intelligence and customization to the system. But like with any powerful technology, there are important considerations about how it's used and the potential implications for privacy.
That's a great point. It seems like there's always a balance to be struck between security and privacy. As these systems become more advanced, those conversations will become even more crucial. But for now, I'm really impressed with how AI is being used to enhance security and give people greater control over their environments.
It's an exciting time to be involved in this field. We're seeing incredible innovations all the time, and the potential benefits for individuals and society as a whole are enormous.
Okay, so we've talked about the technology, the affordability, and the amazing things AI is doing in the realm of security. But I think there's one more piece of the puzzle that we need to address.
Oh, what's that?
The human element. At the end of the day, this is all about people feeling safe and secure in their homes and communities.
Hmm.
How does this smart security ecosystem address that fundamental human need?
That's a great question, and it's really at the heart of what we do. It's not just about the gadgets and the technology, it's about how those things make people feel.
And how do they make people feel?
We consistently hear from our customers that having the system in place gives them a sense of empowerment and peace of mind.
Hmm.
They feel more in control of their security, they worry less, and they're able to relax and enjoy their lives more fully.
It's like taking away that nagging feeling of vulnerability and replacing it with a sense of confidence and security.
Exactly. It's about knowing that you have a watchful eye protecting your home and loved ones, even when you can't be there yourself.
Yeah.
It's about having the tools to respond effectively to any situation and the peace of mind to focus on the things that matter most.
It sounds like this smart security ecosystem isn't just a collection of devices. It's a lifestyle shift.
Yeah.
It's about taking a proactive approach to security and integrating it seamlessly into your daily life.
That's a great way to put it. It's about empowering people to create a safe and secure environment where they can thrive.
So we've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive, from the individual components like AI-powered cameras and smart alarms
Mm.
to the sense of control and peace of mind it brings.
Right.
But I'm sure some listeners might be wondering, like, where do you even begin?
It's understandable to feel a bit overwhelmed with all the options out there. But the good news is you don't have to become a tech expert to benefit from a smart security ecosystem.
So for someone who's intrigued, but maybe a little intimidated, what's the first step?
I'd say the first step is simple: think about what matters most to you. What are your specific concerns? Is it package theft, keeping an eye on elderly parents, or just feeling safer overall?
So it's not about jumping in and buying the most expensive system with all the bells and whistles.
Not at all. It's about finding a system that fits your life and addresses your particular needs. And you can always start small and add components later as your needs evolve.
That takes the pressure off.
Mm.
It makes it feel much more approachable.
Yeah.
So once you have a sense of what you want to achieve, what's next?
The next step is to do a bit of research, compare different systems, read reviews, and see what features are most important to you. And don't be afraid to ask questions. Most companies offer free consultations where you can talk to experts and get personalized advice.
It's like finding any other important service you want to find a provider you trust and who understands your needs. But I think the cost is a big factor for a lot of people. Is this kind of technology really accessible to the average person?
Absolutely. As we mentioned earlier, flexible payment options make it much more affordable than most people realize. Plus, when you consider the potential savings like preventing break-ins or reducing insurance premiums, it becomes an even smarter investment.
It's like that saying, sometimes you have to spend money to save money. But in this case, it's about more than just financial savings. It's about investing in peace of mind and a sense of security for you and your loved ones.
You hit the nail on the head. It's about that intangible value that comes with feeling safe and secure in your own home.
And knowing you have the tools to respond effectively to any situation.
Exactly. It's about shifting from a place of worry and uncertainty to a place of confidence and control.
Well said. So for anyone listening who's been on the fence about exploring smart security, what's the one key takeaway you'd like them to remember?
I'd say it's this: a smart security ecosystem is not some futuristic luxury. It's a real accessible solution that can transform the way you think about safety and security. It's about taking control, finding peace of mind, and ultimately living a more fulfilling life.
I love that it's about using technology to create a world where people feel empowered and secure, both in their homes and in their communities.
Exactly, and that's a future worth striving for.
Well, I think that's a perfect note to end on if you're ready to take the next step. We encourage you to visit the website, mention a specific website there. You can explore different packages, learn more about the technology, and even chat with a representative for a free consultation. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of smart security ecosystems. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and stay secure.